It's the battle for the podium here in the final event at the 2024 Rogue Invitational. Ricky Garrard looking to hang on a third. Jeff Adler trying to win his first Invitational championship, and Brent Fikowski trying to call it a career on the podium. Glad you're with us, everyone. Here in Aberdeen, Scotland, event number 9. The final event is the Excavator presented by Beyond the Whiteboard. I'm Sean Woodland alongside former Affiliate Cup champion Adrian Conway, and Kiki Dixon is the third member of our broadcast team. We will hear from her in a second. The men taking the floor here for the first of 2 heats. Just one movement, not a barbell in sight. Couldn't be simpler, Adrian. Just lift a bunch of stuff a bunch of times.
Lift a bunch of stuff a bunch of times. They're going to be sandbags. It's 15 sandbags to the shoulder at 150, 10 at 200, and 5 at 225 with a time cap of 7 minutes.
Chandler Smith will be out on the floor here for this first heat. Currently sits in 12th place overall. This is a powerful guy.
Powerful man. He can move some weight, particularly in the form of those sandbags. He's got long wingspan. He's going to be able to get a strong grip under those things. And he's got some powerful hip extension, so we'll see if he can stay the course through these 30 reps.
The 9 men in this first of 2 heats. Chandler Smith will be in lane number 5. We start with 15 reps at 150 pounds, 68 kilos.
Some of the key focuses here for people are not to redline too early. We saw some of the women come out and they started an aggressive pace and then hit the wall even at some point through that mid bag. And then of course, all brakes are on at the red bag if you start too fast. So you got to pace a little bit. You can't get caught up into the all gas, no brakes approach right out the gate.
Athletes will advance every 5 reps, 15 total here on this bag. Jorge Fernandez and Georges Caravis towards the front here. They're through now 12 of those 15 reps. Jorge Fernandez, who we've been mentioning throughout the competition, got to this event through the online qualifier and has a chance to finish close to a spot inside the top 10. 14th place overall right now for Fernandez. Really great showing for him as he advances now to the 200-pound bag, 91 kilos. Jorgen Carl Gudmundsson, top of your screen, and the gray is there as well. Here comes Panchik in between the two of them.
Jorge doing a great job setting that sandbag in the position that he wants. Right there in the bright orange shoes, taking a step back. He's got a great rhythm working for him right now. As long as he can stay on it, he's gonna have a great finish here.
Georges Caravis on the far right, still on the lead pacer, but Jorge Fernandez is making quick work of this bag. At the 25 rep mark, he'll move on to the third and final bag at 225 pounds, 102 kilos. So 6 reps remaining for him.
Yeah, you'll notice he gets it to a high thigh position at the lap, pauses for just a brief moment, and then extends his hips really fast to get it up there. And that's one of the key focuses. You got to start low and then stand fast.
And this is another element that's sort of pulled from the world of strongman. And we had the strongman competition, the strong woman competition going on the first 2 days of the Rogue Invitational. Also pulled the power stairs from that competition that we saw during the duel. It's been a lot of fun to watch the crossover between the two disciplines.
That's right. If you really want to be strong, if you really want to develop fitness, Sean, you got to lift a lot more than just barbells. And it's a great reminder to everybody watching.
And Fernandez now to this final 5 reps at 225 pounds, 102 kilos.
Wow.
Jorgen Carl Gudmundsson moving up as well.
Sean, that extra second he just took right there at his lap to secure that position before he jumped it to his shoulders, that was everything. If he could do that for these next 4, he's going to be running away from the rest of these guys. Yeah, see that slight adjustment he makes. That's a lot of patience a lot of athletes aren't willing to have.
Gudmundsson is 1 rep back of him, and Sam Quant is now getting set to start his final set of 5. James Sprague belting up as he approaches that final bag. Chandler Smith is towards the back here.
He was hanging out in that universal rest position there with his hands on his legs. That's an accumulation of fatigue. He might had enough of these sandbags.
Sam Quandt and Jorge Fernandez have just 2 reps remaining. Fernandez now with 1 left. Same with Sam Quandt. So Quandt is going to get across the finish line ahead of Fernandez and take the heat. Here comes Fernandez. The 3:40.54 seconds for Quandt. James Sprague is your leader on the floor, and he's now on his final rep. That's Sprague's last rep. He's in. Sam Cornway as well. Towards the middle of your screen next to Chandler Smith as he and Gudmundsson finish up. That's going to be a close race. Gudmundsson by a second over Cornway. As Panchik is now across. There's Karavis, Smith, and Olsen out on the floor. Karavis is in. Chandler Smith is working his way through that 225-pound, 102-kilo bag.
You see Noah look to his left, give Chandler a little clap, like, come on, buddy.
Yeah. It's very clear that Noah Olsen's #1 goal here is to have fun.
Hey. And I can't knock a man coming off of that Iron Man that he trained for. It's phenomenal to understand that what his body just withstood less than a week ago. Have the recoverability to come here, lift heavy weights, and move really fast at the Rogue Invitational. It's a phenomenal exhibition of fitness.
Well, Chandler Smith is done, and he'll stroll to the finish line and gives the crowd a thumbs up. Good job, Cam. Noah Olsen's got 2 reps left. He has a minute left to go here before he hits the time cap.
Looking to try to get some great grip under that sandbag, get it to that lap position, fast extension. That's something you don't see often in the strongman world, where athletes literally jump and leave the ground to get it to the shoulder position. We learn this because we do so many cleans with the barbell, but that speed really helps a lot of these lighter CrossFitters be able to get that load to their shoulder.
Final rep for Olsen. Just creating extra work for the volunteers now is Noah Olsen. Sam Quandt's going to take the heat. 3:40.54 seconds. Quandt in a really tight race with Jorge Fernandez throughout the entirety of that heat.
It was Jorge early, leading, got out to an aggressive start, utilizing a great efficient technique, starting low, finishing fast through the middle, but it was Sam Quandt with the late push. His fast cycle rate on that red bag, no hesitation, no pause needed for Sam, sprint to the finish.
Sam Quandt picks up the heat win. 5 seconds up on Jorge Fernandez. James Sprague comes in 3rd place, followed by Bjorgvin Karl Gudmundsson. Sam Cornway in 5th. 1 heat remains, and there's a great battle for the podium going on. Ricky Garrard currently sits in 3rd place with 575 points, but he is only 5 back of Jason Hopper. 10 up on Jake Crouch. 20 up on Dallin Pepper. So 3 men gunning for Ricky Garrard in that 3rd spot. Adler and Fikowski relatively safe. They just need to avoid a total disaster here on the final event as Jeff Adler looks to bring home his first ever Rogue Invitational Championship. Ricky Garrard has been fading in the back half of this competition. His last 3 events have been 8th or worse.
And you got to wonder, how's that set him up here for the final, Sean? Is it that his energy is starting to peter off? Is it the fatigue that's been building residually throughout these challenging events? Or has it been the movements and modalities that we saw early on this Sunday morning? And now, perhaps, could this sandbag be what he was waiting for to lock down his podium finish? We're about to find out.
Ricky Garard 5 points up on Jason Hopper. That's just one spot in the results. Brent Fikowski, for the final time, taking the floor in lane 5, right next to Jeff Adler. Keep an eye on lane 4. That's where Jason Hopper is going to be working as he tries to track down Ricky Garard.
Seconds.
3:40.54 seconds is the time to beat from Sam Quandt. There is Jason Hopper. He's finished 7th every single time he's competed at the Rogue Invitational, and now has a chance to finish on the podium for the first time in his career.
10 seconds. Stand by.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Final heat of the final event is underway. 15 reps at 150 pounds, 68 kilos.
Leaderboard. Who's going to be
Brent Fikowski and Jeff Adler.
Invitational champion? Who's going to be sitting on top of that podium?
These guys all trying to focus on the best they can, the details of dropping the sandbag straight down, not really stepping back away from it so there's no waste time, lapping it and jumping it.
So far, all these men on the same pace here. Do their first set of 5. They advance every 5 reps. Jay Crouch is on the right. He's got 3 straight finishes of 3rd or better. And he has a chance of winding up on the podium. He's only 10 points back of Garard for 3rd place. And that's what we're looking at here is Dallin Pepper also looking to track down Ricky Garard in this event.
Crouch 10 points behind. Garard and Pepper 20 points behind. So it is going to be an interesting
These athletes all making that 150 pounds look like it's a very casual way to move. Just a couple years ago, 150-pound sandbag was a problem for a lot of people.
And look at this, everybody to the second bag at about the same time. I think Garard was done first, but not by enough to give him any sort of significant lead here.
for that set of 10 at 200 pounds on that sandbag.
Ricky Garard opened up the competition with an event win, edging out Jeff Adler by 0.2 of a second in quicksand back on Friday. He also won event 4 to kick off Saturday.
10 reps, 200 pounds. Advancing up to
10 reps now at 200 pounds. At the 25 rep mark, they will move on to that red bag, the 3rd and final bag at 225 pounds.
Pepper and Hopper both advancing their bags, starting on the next rep right at the same time.
Adler's right there as well. Pepper and Hopper are your leaders right now. They've got a couple rep lead on Ricky Garard. So if those two can stay out front, Jason Hopper can wind up on the podium and he can get some help from his good buddy Dallin Pepper.
Pepper with his final rep. Who's going to get to the red bag first? The final bag.
And here goes Hopper. He's done first. And Pepper's with him. And now here comes Adler. This is big for Jason Hopper. Now Fikowski's done. And Yonakoski. Now here comes Ricky Garard. Hopper's already got 1 rep in the books. Now he's got 2. Jason Hopper now, just 2 remaining. Creeping closer to a 3rd place finish. Hopper now down to the final rep. Brent Fikowski's got a couple left as well. Hopper's gonna lock it out and Jason Hopper can wind up on the podium. Dallin Pepper can help him out. Pepper is in. And Jason Hopper might find himself on the podium. Brent Fikowski's done, and for the final time, class is dismissed. Jeff Adler came across. He looks to wind up on top of the podium, and Ricky Garrard most likely going to be on the outside looking in. Jonakoski's across. Guy Majeros, Pat Vellner, Jay Crouch, and Justin Medeiros still on the floor as Majeros is now in.
Vellner almost there.
Crouch has 1 rep remaining, as does Pat Vellner. So the only 2 men to win this competition are still on the floor. Pat Vellner's got 2 championships. Medeiros has 2 championships as Crouch is in. And Jeff Adler looking to win his first. And Medeiros with 2 reps remaining. Well, Medeiros is in, but Jeff Adler is going to stand on top of the podium here at the 2024 Rogue Invitational.
Sorry about that little rap.
Aberdeen, Scotland, your winner and new 2024 Rogue Invitational Champion, Jeff Adler.
Jeff Adler winds up on top of the podium. Brent Fikowski looks like he's going to finish in second place, and what a way to end a career for Brent Fikowski.
Yeah, what a weekend. So many cool storylines. Amazing. The return of Tia. Jeff finding his way to the top at the Rogue Invitational finally. And then we've got the honor to cover Brent Fikowski in his last competition.
9 career games appearances for Brent Fikowski. 3 podium finishes there. A podium finish here at the Rogue Invitational, and just one hell of a career for the professor. But Jason Hopper, though, takes the event, and it's looking like he's going to wind up in 3rd place overall.
Hey, we can't forget the big dog. He came out swinging, said, I want to get better than 7th place this go round. And he took a significant leap all the way to the podium.
And it was his good buddy Dallin Pepper who more or less clinched it for him, because Pepper came in next. And that was the help that Hopper needed. Saves his best for last. 100 points, an event win for Jason Hopper. 3:08.81 seconds. Dallin Pepper will finish 2nd. Brent Fikowski takes 3rd. With Jeff Adler and Sam Quant rounding out the top 5, and Ricky Garrard falls off the podium with a 6th place finish. Let's send it back down to Kiki Dixon, who's with our 2024 Rogue Invitational champion.
Jeff, congratulations. You are the men's Rogue Invitational champion. Reflecting back on all of the hard work and the sacrifices that it takes to become one of the best in the world, what is the best thing about winning the Rogue Invitational?
I mean, for the last 2 months, I've been training with only one thing in mind. And this weekend, I had only one thing in mind, and I got it.
Throughout the competition, did you feel like there was a pivotal moment or a particular event where you felt that the tide turned to your favor? And if so, what was that?
Yeah, I think I can thank my handstand push-ups and back squats for this, because I've been losing points all day. So I had just the right cushion for what happened today, and I managed to just get through.
We have enjoyed watching the journey of this weekend unfold with you, but what is your favorite thing about being a competitor?
I mean, I think the camaraderie behind the scenes is something that's very unique, and I like all of my competitors back there, and I'm very happy to be able to share a podium with these guys once in a while.
And how are you going to celebrate tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I'll find a nice place to get some beers and maybe eat something. I don't know. We'll see with the guys.
Some haggis?
I don't know.
To be determined. Thank you so much, Jeffrey Adler.
Thank you.
You go hang out in the jacuzzi.
That's right. That's right. Jeff Adler, king of the jacuzzi, king of the Rogue Invitational.
And just super consistent the entire way. The lowest this guy finished with 9th place, never outside the top 10. He had 4 finishes of 3rd or better and an event win.
That's how you do it, consistently at the top. Not everyone can win them the way Tia does. getting 5 full number ones and then padding your stats. It's sometimes you got to kill them with consistency toward the top.
Well, meanwhile, Brent Fikowski is going to finish on the podium in his final individual competition. And congratulations to Jason Hopper, who overcame a 19th place finish in event number 4. He said he expected it. He followed that up with an event win in event 5, and then gets his 2nd career event win at the Rogue Invitational to put himself on the podium. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have the award ceremony here to close things out at the 2024 Rogue Invitational.